told you. Play with me. Oh.
Welcome to the reality of love, baby. This is going to be a very interesting night. I'm Lenny Green.
I'm Indy Smith. Hello.
Indy, you lead us into. Oh, see, she's drinking already, so you understand how this is going to be.
This is your shot, Lenny.
Oh, that's my shot.
This is to keep you calm and collected.
Keep me calm.
And Viv, now since you're sitting next to him, all right, I'm gonna pinch you so you can pinch him. So you decided to sit there.
Hell no.
If he acts up and tries to throw me way under the Mack truck,
Would I do that?
he would.
Well, you're not. Well, if it's warranted, yes. If it's warranted, definitely. So here's to a wonderful show tonight, and please introduce our guest.
Here's to sensuality. We have King Noir in the building. We got Gossip Viv in the building.
Gossip Viv is from the VH1 show Gossip Game. Yes.
And King is just okay. Let me. You know what? This is the reality of love. I'm gonna keep it all.
Please keep it real.
So this is the deal. We're gonna talk about my experience, in like a half an hour. But
your experience with what? I'm just trying to
my
get clear.
personal sensual massage experience.
Wait, how did you get up? Well,
if you
gave her massage?
Yes. Oh, it's sensual. You just smile. You can say yes.
Oh, I was letting you talk.
Oh yeah. So anyway, but before we get into that, first of all, we met through shout outs to Nancy. Like some people here know Nancy. Nancy is like, I don't know. God just sent her, and she is like the best thing that happened to me in a woman in years. Like she is seriously. Like she's my girl. She's my sister from another mother. She is just Nancy's the shit. So I love you. And she's traveling right now, but she has a way of dropping things off,
even in her absence,
and bouncing and leaving you to like just do you. So Nancy introduced King and I, and I wasn't looking for anything. I'm just minding my business. And if I'm gonna be on the show, you gotta experience one of the things. Now I only talk to somebody that sounds like that.
That was a decent impression.
Like
that was decent.
Yeah, you got this is like a bass thing. Yeah, it's a bass thing.
And we're light skinned brothers.
Ladies.
Please understand. We never left. We never left.
So, I'm like, if you go to, jetsettingjasmine.com, you can see the whole menu. It's a menu of, yum. Who said yum? Was that Quay? I can't. Can we stop giving Quay tequila? No more tequila, Quay.
Stop drinking in the corner.
You can see a whole menu of just.
Menu. Like it's a restaurant.
It's a menu.
Well,
a menu of sensuality.
Erotic touch therapist. I can't even say that seriously. Adult entertainment sample.
Oh, I'm talking to the mic.
Yeah, I want to make sure.
All right, erotic touch therapist. This is all your card.
Yeah, this is my card.
Adult entertainment. What kind of adult entertainment? I want to sample. Sorry.
What kind of adult entertainment?
Yeah, like you're making porns?
I used to be in porn.
Really?
I've done live shows.
Not nothing with guys, right?
No.
Oh, okay. No, because I heard if you do it with guys, you get paid more.
Yeah. So I don't make as much money as other people.
Okay.
But
Got it.
Well,
not knocking anybody that does. That's their business.
Right.
But for me, I've only worked with women and done solo projects.
How many porns have you done? I'm interested now.
No,
I'm not into the movies.
Mostly what I did was live internet webcasts and also live, like in the flesh performances.
Oh, wow. With people watching?
Yes.
Were these your girlfriends or just randoms?
Who I worked with?
Yeah.
No, I've had like partners that I specifically work with. Since I first started in adult entertainment.
What captivated your interest initially in wanting to get into that industry?
Honestly, a friend of mine, she started dancing, and they wanted her to be in a magazine. Mm-hmm. And she straight up said to me, "I don't want any random stuff in my face." I don't know what I can and can't say on the show.
Girl, you can.
Sky is the limit.
So she didn't want any random men because penis, dick, however you want to say it. Mm-hmm. even though in
I
magazines,
random penis
in
in my
magazines, it's all insinuated. But she and I went to school together. We had, a little fling back in the day, and she was just like, I know you holding. I know what you're working with. Come.
What's
and she
this
knows.
girl's name? Shout her out.
And she said, she basically said, I know you don't give a whatever. So come make some money. And at the time, I'm not gonna lie, most of my peoples were out there hustling and doing all kinds of other things. And when they told me what the money was for doing porn, it was the same. It was the same amount of money that I could get without having to be harassed by the police, standing out on the corner and pumping poison to people.
Right.
You pumping something else.
I mean, but it's all natural though. It's all natural.
I can dig it.
So, that's honestly that's what got me into it originally.
Okay.
And throughout the years that I've been involved in the industry, it's kind of changed. Not only, before it was just about the entertainment aspect of it, but now it's more about the sensual aspect of it. And also, along with Jet Setting Jasmine, we also do couples counseling and counseling for singles as well.
So almost like a sex therapy kind of thing.
Absolutely, but instead of sitting around in a classroom, I've actually been out there and experienced things.
So you finished working in the porn industry?
Or... I still do some live stuff every now and again.
Dip and dab?
She said dip and dab.
Wait a minute, because I'm so, you know what I mean, dip and dab. What my thing is, has there ever been a situation where you have to work with someone and you're not physically attracted to them? Like, how does that work?
Well, right now, what I do mainly is solo stuff, so I don't have to worry about.
Wait a minute, solo?
What
like
is solo?
I'm getting to that.
but in the past, there have been not so much, I would say, unattracted to, but like for me, what attracts me most to a woman is our conversation, her mind, and things like that. Like first thing I always look at. So
you gotta talk to the girls before you pump them.
In my opinion, I'm talking about in my personal life. In my personal life, yes. In work, it's something different, and that's why I'm trying to differentiate the two. If I'm not conversing with a woman and getting to know her, then it's just purely carnal. So it really doesn't matter.
Turned on if you don't like the random.
Me personally,
I'm curious.
People watching turns me on. I'm an exhibitionist.
Oh,
wow,
really,
Lenny? We just had that conversation.
About?
We just had that conversation, like what people watching, like God, I don't remember.
Yeah,
Wait, I would want somebody to watch me. I like the thought of being caught, but knowing somebody watching,
I was just about.
I'm way past the court. If you catch me, you better just sit there and watch and enjoy yourself.
No, sir.
Yeah,
I might tap on the
Red.
Take that
Shout out to DJ Red Alert. He was here a couple of weeks, and we did have a conversation about people watching, and or what alternative lifestyles, alternative sex, and could you be with somebody that had an alternative lifestyle sexually? And, we were questioning what that meant. What does it mean to be alternative? Well, yes, people watching, doing it in public places. And, Red is old school. He's like, nah, me, you in the bedroom, And then I'm like, you can watch me. Just watch. Hello.
Well, I think it's important. It's important to state that there's always an alternative. There's always going to be something that you like that someone else doesn't like. Exactly. And just as you don't want to be judged, you shouldn't judge someone else for it. To me, as long as it's not animals and children,
I'm with you.
Then it's two consenting adults.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I agree.
Well, I have a question.
And everybody has their different fetishes and different things that turn them on, And
what is
I
a
think
freak? What is the definition of a freak? What is the real definition?
Usually the definition is. I think usually the definition for everybody is what they won't do. I really think that's what it is.
Yeah, and you said someone who eats booty. Well, obviously, the person who is accepting for their booty to be eaten must be a freak too.
Which is why she had a big smile on her face.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a married woman, and I could say yes.
So you a freak to your husband?
Like absolutely,
and you should be.
And that's why y'all will stay together.
How long you been married?
Just 3 years, but I've been with the man for 13 years.
Yeah, you got to be a freak. If you don't, you gotta reiterate new freak.
But I want to kind of go back to
I didn't know him eating my booty was so important.
Hey, look, whatever turns him on, and whatever makes you happy. It turned you on and it made you happy at the same time. But you know what? This past week, because Indy came in here, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil. She came in here smiling from ear to ear. So, of course, we quite inquisitive up here in the Quiet Storm and the Reality of Love. So she shared with the fact, she shared that, she had the masseuse, you, as a gift. And we want to hear more about this. How was the session?
I said a half an hour. It's 11:12. All
right, well, you could give us a little bit at a time. That's what they call foreplay, right?
Well, if I was going in that, so we met through a friend. So in my mind, I'm not ready for this. And then who I am, I'm not into male strippers. Everybody knows that. I think I don't think it's sexy. I don't want you dancing like that whole dancing and gyrating thing and looking sexy is feminine to me. So my mindset wasn't right. And here it is. This is a man that I don't know. He's coming into my home. Ooh. So it's
to give you a massage.
To touch my body.
What does it say? Erotic touch therapist. Was that what he did?
I didn't read the damn card. All I know, this is the before. Okay,
You did have the menu before though.
Yes, I
so
did.
Wait. So the therapy is in the touch, though, right? The therapy is in the touch.
She had your menu.
I went online and I had to read, and I'm like reading it, but I'm not reading everything. Okay, y'all, reading is fundamental. I don't read everything unless it's for school.
Really quick. I just want to say, in regards to the therapy aspect of it, I think there's a lot of times when people don't realize, and it doesn't even have to be erotic, just any kind of touch, from human to human. Can help your day. I've actually recently I just spoke to a group of nurses who work with veterans about the importance of touch with their patients. It could be something so simple, just touching someone's hand, holding their hand can make someone's day be better, and I think that's where the sensual aspect of what I do comes into it. And for example, with what Indy was just talking about, some of the clients that I work with are not comfortable with the gyration or the dancing aspect of things.
Oh, you dance before you touch?
No, it's all a part of it. But the thing that I'm gonna say, the thing that I'm trying to say right now is when it comes to touch, when it comes to just sensuality, a lot of people lack that in their life, male and female. A lot of people don't know what it's like to be held in a loving way or a caring way. A lot of people have not been spoken to in a way, like, no matter who you are, where you're from, what you do, what you look like, you're beautiful. There's something about you that makes you completely unique. And to be able to find that about people is what sensuality is. Yeah. The aspect when it comes to dancing, and I feel you. Like, I have not worked with a lot of male reviews because, for one, there's no reason for me to ever wear a G-string. That's never gonna happen.
Child, I'll see you in a whole another life.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's like, not me.
On his mind
I have not worked with a lot of things because when I dance and when I have danced for bachelorette parties and things like that, for me it's Tim's, a fitted. That's it. That's all.
A real guy. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Jersey dude.
See, that's what
I see.
And there are a lot of aspects when it comes to men, and that's actually why I started doing what I was doing, because I would work at parties and I would realize, like, for example, a man giving a woman a lap dance makes no sense because we're not going to have sex like that.
Right.
For real.
You know, a woman giving a man a lap dance, and you see how she work it. Yes, please, more of that. But as for me,
we're all about the physical, correct?
No, it's not even that. I mean, just position wise. As a man, I'm not going to be you.
We're receivers.
And it's the same thing as when I give a massage, if a woman is laying on her stomach and I do tricks on the table, I work on the table, I jump up on the table and different things like that.
He did tricks?
Yeah.
So,
did he pump your butt?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think so. But I was really relaxed at that
but
time.
Anything that I would do in that kind of situation is something that's natural. It's a natural sexual position that a man and a woman would do.
But
a man lap dancing for a woman is not a natural sexual position.
The other way, brother. I'm saying the woman.
And it's not cute.
But no,
lap dancing for us.
A woman giving a man a lap dance. Yeah. One of the reasons why it works for us is because you're automatically going to think like, if she moves like this now, imagine when she's riding me.
Hopefully so.
Exactly. I mean, there's some women who can dance and do that, and then once they get into bed, they're a zombie with it. But the thing is about what I do. And one of the reasons why I develop what I do is because I think a lot of times when it comes to male strippers, they're emulating what women do. And women want something different from a man than a man wants from a woman.
We want the throw down. Just throw me down. Just hold me.
And that's what you want, Indy. We understand what you want.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay.
In your line of work, let's say you massaging and dry humping. At some point, does this become sex?
Good question.
I mean, because you are in adult entertainment. That could all be intertwined with therapy.
If she wants it, does it become sex?
Well, if I was I will tell the truth. I mean, if I was doing that though, the people I work with wouldn't respect me. They wouldn't be comfortable with me.
But
the thing is that for what I do, the entertainment part.
So it's just a show, basically.
Like, I will say this for a fact. From the parties we do, there are people who hit us up later on, Jet Set and Jasmine and I, and tell us, we were at your party X amount of months ago. I'm pregnant.
By who, you?
No, not by me. They were inspired.
I don't know what he does.
See, your mind is in a whole different place. They get inspired by what we do. There's things that we do at the parties where she said I was always pregnant.
Okay, kids.
No, but just let me finish this thought though. People come to our parties and learn how to be open about who they are sexually. They come to our parties and learn things that they could then take home, because we do couples parties too. There's things that they could take home and use with one another. Things that they could go home when it's a ladies' party, and we'll be like, all right, you're going to go home and show your man what you've learned. And we've gotten...
Because, one would assume, and I don't mean to cut you, Brother King, but one would assume that women definitely are much more aware about sensuality and romancing, but I've learned over the years that
you would think so, but no.
Women
are extremely repressed, and the funny thing is, across the board though, in this country, there are so many people who are repressed sexually, men and women.
Okay, so
I can pat people.
Like before the tequila. Yeah,
because you already stuttered.
In
word.
Okay, my whole point in meeting him after the introduction, after reading what I read, was the couples. I'm all about people being comfortable with their sexuality. I think as a human being, if you're not comfortable with your sexuality, whatever that may be, and if you aren't aware of your discomforts sexually, then how you present yourself to the world, how you engage with people, your relationships, they're going to be limitations. So it was important for me. It's always important for me to learn something. And sitting here and having this platform, we're having fun. And yes, I had a lot of fun. But your birthday's coming up. So
happy birthday in advance.
It is absolutely important that whoever is watching, if you have any issues, that you find a space where you can just woosah and just know that it's okay. Pray later. It's okay to be a human being.
Absolutely.
Prayer is always there.
Jesus' name.
And I didn't say that. Oh my goodness.
Just to add on to what you're saying, as men, we are so allowed. We're allowed to go to the strip club. Yeah. We're allowed to look at women openly and be like, yo, she looks good, this, that, and the other. It's male sexuality in this country and in this society is, it's not only open, but it's dominant, but it's also it's pushed up. If you're not if you're not open about, oh, I think she's beautiful, I think she's gorgeous, I'm attracted to her, this, that, and the other, people automatically question you as a male. But once a woman is then like, I think I went to Magic Mike and had a great time, people are like, oh, what's wrong with you? You know, a lot of times I think women are so extra sexually repressed in this country. On one hand, they're told, you know, show your body, be sexual, but at the same time, they're not given the power over their own sexuality. It's like women. It's like be put on this pedestal for men to gawk at, but don't express how you feel, what you're interested in, and what you like. Right. You know,
it's definitely a double standard.
So one of the things that I do and that I work on is just about being comfortable being you. What do you like? What makes you happy? Like there are numerous times from what I do where a woman will find a spot on her body that she's never found before.
I found one.
Did he find it for you?
Yes.
Praise God.
So
it's not what you think.
And it doesn't have to be
like
something
behind
raunchy.
Here. Like right here.
The erogenous zones, right?
Somebody else is touching it, not when you're touching
not
it.
when I'm
Somebody
well,
else, yeah.
no, you know what? It's funny that you asked that because I touch myself more here and I feel it.
I don't feel nothing.
It's
I need
well, maybe.
All the time.
All the time.
Touch it, Lenny. Touch it, Lenny. Come on, Lenny. Touch it.
No, I'm touching her. She's married. She's a married woman. I'm not touching her.
See, it's tingling.
It's tingling. Thank you.
It requires somebody else to do it.
And you know what? And if you're not conscious, see, now I'm conscious of it, so now I touch it.
I can't do that.
I mean, you guys got to show the Quiet Storm that hopefully people use for all types of reasons when they're at home. But I mean, I like to say that what we do is a renaissance for the art of making love. You know, it's important about finding new things. It's important about finding a spot that nobody ever found before, because that just tells you, you know, sometimes you might be with somebody and people go through the motions. Just because you were with one lover and she enjoyed what you did that time, you might be with somebody else now. She's a completely different person. And same thing goes for women. Not all men like the same things. Not all women like the same things. So it's about being open and honest with your sexuality, your sensuality, and just being present in the moment.
In talking to a lot of ladies, I've noticed that a lot of men really need to step up their game in that department, because I think
Preach.
The look on her face said it all.
I think men in general are, especially young guys, you know, they really don't understand the essence of
too.
Old guys too. They don't understand the essence of romancing.
Exempt.
Romancing has become a word that's been eliminated from the dictionary, and it hasn't been exercised in a
Very
way.
true.
So I think what you're bringing to the table, which has to be going over. And you're giving me more of this tequila.
Yes.
That has to be going over extremely well with women. But it kind of piggybacks to what Viv has just said a moment ago, because you said, you know, obviously if it went into a sensual or sexual thing, some of your clients would not probably be open to it. But there's no question in my mind that some of your clients are probably open to it.
Love to.
And you probably get
sure.
more business. So you do have to have a great deal of discipline to draw the line, so that way it doesn't cross that line and it stays on a certain level.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we do parties and things like that, it all depends on, when we do parties, it's how mild or wild they want it to be. You know, so
there's different levels.
Yeah, there's definitely different levels. We have our term for our parties. They're called fantasy flights. So if you've ever been to a passion party where it feels like you're at a Tupperware party, it has absolutely, it's not in our league. We don't do that. You know, we do demonstrations. Like, one of our biggest sellers is the sex swing, the door swing that you mount on the door. Yo, those things they're amazing. I just have to say, she's open.
Oh, that's your thing.
I'm open to stuff. I'm just not open to other people in my bedroom.
You
my
married.
partner.
You good.
Married.
That's all
But
right.
I do all kinds
That's
of stuff.
fine.
I'm sure.
So we need
That's
to
a
go
good
to a
thing.
swing.
Cake walls.
Yes.
Oh,
actually, I have a gift for you. Actually,
I want the gift.
Oh,
now.
wow, the gift.
I love gifts. That's the key to my heart.
You would use a
your
swing.
Get your own pair.
Okay, we don't need to mix these.
Keep them in all day.
I've
don't.
used some of my balls already.
maybe
I don't know what's my balls with her balls.
This is called pleasure.
I can't even say it.
I'm just saying.
It's called pleasure balls.
I wouldn't
King, would you explain?
Well, now Kegels are very important. A woman puts these inside a vagina, and it works your muscles just like anything else. And I mean, there are also male Kegels as well.
Yeah.
That shouldn't.
Calm down.
No, you don't put anything inside of you. Relax.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I mean, for example, like if you want your man to shoot for distance when he comes.
No, that's somebody
that
trying
scares
to get
you?
pregnant. Yes, he looks at me and I get pregnant. I don't need that problem.
No. You need to keep your fertile self away from male Kegels. But
I like
for women who do like to see, and it also works with a man controlling his orgasm as well. Like for people that are interested in tantric sex, male Kegels are very important. Now, whereas for a woman, when you use these balls and you keep them inside of you and you feel yourself clenching those muscles, it's almost like the sensation you get when you're holding yourself from trying to pee. Like you hold yourself back. Those same muscles. For a man, and this is a good one, if when you're erect, you put a towel and you lift that towel with yourself. Wow. That's a way that it will start to help you to be able to control your orgasm. And also, once you're able to control your orgasm, you will be able to, like, for example, women can come multiple times. Men, we have
if it's
men,
good.
if it's
we
good,
can't
yes.
come
But men, we have the ability to have an orgasm without busting a nut. It is completely possible. I've done it before. Trust me, it's possible.
You got to rewind that tape.
Yeah.
Hold
on. Without ejaculating, you have the ability to have an orgasm.
All right. What's the orgasmic?
I wish my husband would learn that trick.
Well, I'm trying to understand the orgasmic level because you have two different kinds of lovers. You have one who is selfish and you have one who is non-selfish. I would be a non-selfish guy because you could be pleased. The female could be pleased. And I don't really have to be pleased at that particular moment. But as long as she's pleased.
You're going to get a whole lot of extra calls after this one for saying that. There you go.
Like, Lenny. No, but that's not a good thing because she should want you to be pleased also.
No, I agree with you. I think it's important because for a man, it's pretty basic. For a woman is more complex. A woman has not only, your clitoris, your G spot, your A spot, and your U spot.
And the G spot.
I already said the G spot. You gotta keep up. You gotta keep up.
Didn't catch was you.
You didn't catch the U and the A.
I didn't catch
All right. Now,
A and B.
But before I get to those two, I just want to say for a man to have an orgasm without ejaculating, it comes from control and knowing your body and being able to let go but at the same time holding back your ejaculate. It's completely possible. Tantric sex is amazing.
You know what?
Trust me. He's like, yeah, I know.
What do you know that we don't know?
What's going on?
Like for example, though, when it comes to women, like for example,
child rearing.
I can't.
For example, are any of the women?
Shit, I guess dudes was doing that shit with me because I still don't have kids.
There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
they might know that trick.
No, they might, or they just could be shooting blanks. You never know.
Hey.
But no offense, no offense, anybody out there. For example, any of the women in here, are you a squirter? Anybody?
No.
Who's going to admit
It
this?
actually looks like
I'm just looking around. So that means yes, you're a squirter. Good job. Now,
it looks like pee. I seen them.
It's not
DVDs.
urine though. It's not urine though.
Okay.
A woman besides just your clitoris, you have other spots in your vagina that you can reach orgasm from. Mm-hmm. The A spot is in the back of your vagina.
Yes.
Close to your cervix.
I know that. Yes, I studied myself.
That's
my vibrator
from,
is fucking broken.
That's from deep positions. No, you should. I truly believe that you should know yourself because then you're able to explain what it is you like. Exactly. But also the U spot. The U spot is close. It's in between the urethra and the vaginal opening.
Now he's an OBGYN.
I just know what I'm talking about.
The doctor.
Okay.
All right. Now the U spot is being that it's on the outside. If a man is eating you out or anything like that, and you've ever felt like it's the sensation where you feel like you have to pee during sex, where it's just you feel like you have to hold yourself back.
I know that feeling.
That's actually
it's annoying.
If you actually let go, you can squirt. And it's not urine. It's absolutely not urine.
But you gotta. Okay, no.
Let go, ladies. Let go.
Okay, fair enough.
Turned on with that?
But what if,
For me,
what if the guy does not know that that's not urine? Because what if he's not knowledgeable and he thinks that you pissed in his mouth?
Yeah, just like sometimes when, it's really big and it makes that fart noise and they,
queefing.
There's nothing wrong with that. That just knows you. That just knows you knock that air out. That's all.
I know that, but
That means ain't no more space in there. I'm all in there. That's good. That's a good thing.
I'm just trying to let people know.
I'm just saying.
People can be very immature.
Fellas that are in here, if a woman squirts, in my opinion, that just means I'm doing my job properly.
Yes, sir.
So I can't see anybody being like, do not have the ultimate orgasm that you could possibly have. That would be.
But, here's the other part of it. You could be doing your job thoroughly, but if a woman is not comfortable or relaxed enough or allowing herself to be, to release.
But that's where sensuality and everything else comes in, where it's like there's nothing wrong with taking time.
Okay.
You're supposed to take your time.
What you're telling us now, do you have this conversation?
When we work with women, couples, even conversations I've had with men out there, it is definitely about sex is more than physical.
Okay.
I think I don't know, and I'll poll the room. Anytime that you've made love to anybody, had sex, even if it was a one night stand, there's something about that person's mind that has turned you on to even get to that point. Anything that has been good, it has to involve the mind, because your mind is what's going to let you relax. It's what's going to even make you go forward. If you have reservations and you feel bad about it, you're not going to be able to reach any kind of levels of ecstasy.
True.
This is the reality of love. We thank you for watching online tonight, and it's very educational. I mean, yes, we're talking about sex and sensuality, but I think it's definitely well needed, and hopefully you're getting a lot of information for this. Please let's give out your information right now, just in case someone wants to reach you.
So first and foremost, definitely check me out on jetsettingjasmine.com. You can reach me via email at sensualnoir@gmail.com. That's sensualnoire@gmail.com. And my Instagram is The King Noir, TheKingNoire.
Outstanding.
So, before I forget though, Jasmine has sent you a gift.
Jasmine. Now, who is Jasmine?
Jasmine is the
lady for you.
This is
the lady
who
does the pole dancing.
Well, Jasmine teaches pole dancing. She is also a certified Zumba instructor. She is actually right now learning Bikram yoga. We do. Yeah, she's
She never did it before?
taking classes. No. She's been taking classes. She's getting certified in it.
Nice.
Besides just doing the erotic stuff, we also do something called body altitudes, where that's a massage oil. So you could take that home to your husband.
I want the update. Great massages. I do too.
We also do something called body altitudes, which is getting your body in shape, being the best you could possibly be. We do boot camps.
She does.
Yes, we do.
Okay, I'm
and
gonna call Jasmine.
Jazz does Zumba. Like I said, she's certified with all that.
Where's she based out of?
She's based out of Florida. I'm based out of Jersey, but the name of the company is Jet Setting. We've done parties from San Diego, California, all the way to here in New York, Virginia, Pennsylvania.
What's the attire when they come to your parties?
Whatever you want to wear, whatever you're comfortable with, really. We've done parties where people have come on some eyes wide shut wearing masks. We've done panty parties where all the women were there in their drawers. We've done all types of parties, and then if you want, you could come wearing a 3-piece suit for people such as yourself. Or
why I got to wear a 3-piece suit?
Because he sees you as
Look, I may be a little bit out of shape, but I got a
no.
cute
It has nothing to do with shape.
Come
It has to
on.
do with you keep saying you're holding back and everything.
Why
like
I gotta
that,
wear a pantsuit to some kind of party like that?
I would be crazy, and you
would
want to
dress
show your goodies
seductively.
Real quick, these are
got it in
tangible.
me. Don't get it twisted.
These are tangible oils. They are for sale. We have a radio show as well that we do on Blog Talk called the Mile High Club, and it's part of another radio show called The Emotion Picture.
You need a real Mile High Club.
Yeah, our show we discuss everything on the Mile High Club, from bondage, S&M, to what we do at the parties, threesomes.
You beat people?
You said what?
You beat people?
It's not just about beating.
See, that's why I said you have to wear the 3-piece suit. The way you respond to everything I say.
That's not true.
She's a dime.
I'm open to a lot of crazy bullshit.
I want to believe you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm just not with somebody putting their hands on me.
No,
that's a game I don't play. Mama don't play that game.
It's not like some dude's gonna come throw a left hook to the body. It's nothing like that.
Floyd Mayweather and people. Okay.
No, I mean, S&M doesn't have to be about beating somebody. Sometimes it's about being tied up. Some people enjoy handcuffs or candle wax or ropes and different things like that.
Got a lot to say.
One of the massages I do is named after the book. It's called Shades of Grey, and it involves being tied up to the table and using a blindfold. Because, for example, when you're blindfolded, when you have one of your senses taken away, all your other senses are heightened. Mm-hmm. So it's just the sense of touch becomes so much more potent when you yourself are blindfolded and you can't see. Sometimes it'll even go further, and I'll put headphones on somebody just so they can't hear, they can't see. So then it's like when you're touched, you don't know where you're going to be touched. So it's a completely liberating experience in a sense, like you have to let go in that kind of sense. And when it comes to S&M, everybody has their limits. Some people, they are not about being tied up. Some people are about being tied up. They like to be whipped. Some people want to go as far as experiencing having a ball gag, all these different things, and what we speak about at these parties is there's nothing wrong with that. It's about being free to be yourself. And if you can't be free sexually, which is, the most intimate time that you're with another person, like if you're married and you can't be who you are with your husband or your wife, how can you experience life and be who you want to be in this world with complete strangers? It's sexually, you should be who you want to be, who you are. You should be comfortable with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, we've lived in this Puritan society for so long where they tell you, you're supposed to have sex through a hole in the sheet,
Who said that?
The Puritans, the Pilgrims. It's a long story I'm not going to get into right now. But, people now are starting to experience new things. And just like I said earlier, there are women have been sexually repressed for so long. It's interesting for me to be at a party where a woman is like, I've always wanted to do this, but I can't. Well, why can't you? Well, I've been told I'm not supposed to. But there's nothing wrong with how you feel. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Just like we established earlier, there's certain things, animals and children. But besides that, between two consenting adults, you should be able to be who you want to be.
So brother, I'm going to deviate off the course for just a moment because we had an interesting topic in the last hour about can you have a serious relationship with someone in the adult entertainment field? So you obviously have been doing this for quite some time.
Yes.
How difficult is it for you to maintain a relationship?
It's not difficult for me. It sometimes has been difficult for my significant other if they feel if they feel that what I do, it intimidates them sometimes. Because there have been times when I haven't been working in this field where I've had other work that I've done, and just from my past, they've been intimidated by it. So at this point, for me, it's about the same thing you want from anybody. Someone who accepts you for who you are. Someone who trusts your word. If I'm in a relationship and I'm telling my significant other, like, I'm not with other people and my word is not my bond, then whether I'm in the adult entertainment industry or not, I'm a terrible human being.
Well, yeah, but
your word should always be your bond, whether you're in adult entertainment, radio, or you're a garbage man.
Why exactly? Why lie?
And I think that's another thing. When people come, if someone's like, okay, I know what you do, because I'm very open about what I do. I'm like, look, this is.
women sometimes from you?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you did outside your industry.
But that time, but in that particular sense, it's like you weren't the one for me. So I'm glad we got this out of the way. Kind of like if you went to somebody and you were like, I don't know, an Episcopalian, and they're like, well, I don't date Episcopalians. Good. I'm glad we got this out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you were dating somebody in your industry, obviously they shouldn't,
not necessarily.
You know what? People are people, no matter what industry they're in. And one thing I love about being in this industry is because people are at sometimes the rawest of who they are. You see a lot of humanity in it as well. Like some women who are porn stars, when they're with their boyfriends or husbands or whatever, they're like, I just want to be held. You know, or I mean, it's not even about being tired. It's about, my body is my product. Mm-hmm. So I want somebody to appreciate me for who I am outside of just my body.
That really, because your body is not just your product. That takes
but
it
them
to
in
another.
that
I mean, but even outside of adult entertainment, if you're a model, your body is your product. If you're in a lot of, as a radio host, Lenny wouldn't be doing the numbers that he's doing if he didn't have the voice that he has.
That's true.
That's true. In so many ways, I think and this is why I say about the adult entertainment industry is you learn who people really are. Yeah. In so many other forms of business, people get to hide behind in so many different shadows. Yeah. If we were here and it's Wall Street, people get to hide behind numbers. But just because they're hiding behind numbers doesn't mean that they're not a snake. Right. It doesn't mean that, or on the other hand, it doesn't mean that they're a complete, good, loving person. I think a lot of times people look at this particular business and the people in it, they look down on them, but at the same time, they enjoy everything we do. And that's the funny, and to me, that's the hypocrisy of the viewership sometimes,
I
have a question.
I just am intrigued and ask a lot of questions.
How do you because sexual energy is a lot of energy, and a lot of repressed sexual energy is a lot of energy once someone releases it and enjoys your attention and gets a lot from your attention. How do you detox that? Like, what do you do to say, okay, whoa?
He says, bye.
No, babe. Now you've been in a room with somebody and you wasn't feeling their energy and they drained you and you left and you were like,
you talking about like within my own time?
How do you?
I never experienced that.
No.
My
me,
energies are always satisfied. You ain't leaving the room. They ain't leaving out my house. We gonna get it cracking.
Yeah. How do you get?
For me, my personal time is like, for example, today I rode my bike for like 10 miles. Exercising and I write a lot. Writing for me or I just reading, like just spending time just relaxing is important for me.
You spend quality time for you.
I mean, I think everybody should do that. I think a lot of times when people are even in relationships, and this is something we deal with when we talk to couples, people feel like they need to be up under somebody all the time. And if you're not developing yourself as an individual, how can you develop yourself within a relationship?
Yeah. You cannot.
You should always be growing, and just within my personal space, I'm trying to make sure that I'm the best person that I can be.
And that's key. I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, we don't take enough time, what I call you time, that quality, essential time, especially men. I think women have found a way to do it a lot better than men.
We sure
because
have.
they take the time out. If it's no more than just getting the pedicure and the manicure every 2 weeks or getting their hair done every 2 weeks, that's the quality time. That's that me time. We as men, we have a very hard time doing that. And I've learned that. I've learned that from taking, not the kind of massage that you often give, but by pampering myself and getting that massage or getting that pedicure and the manicure, and I'm like, now I get it. Now I understand what these women feel in this, and it's a growing industry. It's a great industry.
I mean, within the world we live in now, we have 8 million ways to be on all the time. You got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, people texting you, people calling you, the television's on, the radio's on. There's not much. it just stepping back from all of that. And I guess when women go out there and get their manicures, their pedicures, your hands are busy. You can't be on the phone while you're doing that. You have to actually take that moment and get into your own mind and deal with whatever you need to deal with, or even if it's just take a breath. And one of the things that I work on during massage is breathing. And I learned it from yoga. Just learning circular breathing is one of those things that no matter what situation you're in, you can always use it to calm yourself. And that's one of the things about massage, whether you're getting a massage from me or you go into, any other kind of place that you would go. When you're getting a massage, you have to just relax. You get in your own mind. Sometimes you leave your own space, you leave your mind, and I think that's important for human beings to do that. We have so much stimulus being constantly thrown at us that we don't get the time to just relax. And that's why you'll see, young people having problems with their heart, young people having, aneurysms, all these crazy things. I mean, I have people that I've known personally pass away from diseases or ailments that you would only think of for people in their later years. And it's because we don't take the time to actually just relax and breathe and, go outside, leave your phone at home. Yeah. Go out to the park, take a walk, just relax.
People can't
it's so important for you.
I'm on my phone. Can you explain to people what that is?
Trying to make me give away all my secrets on the air. And actually, you know what? I think we are past the half an hour. I think you're supposed to be speaking. She's been trying to avoid it.
You're not supposed to throw me under the bus. I'm
gonna give you 60 more seconds. Only reason why I'm gonna give you 60 more seconds because I'm gonna deviate to Vivian. For just a moment.
Yeah, deviate to
Vivian. Just for a second. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. All right, 60 seconds. I just want to know, bring us up to date, because Vivian, Gossip Viv, as she may be known to some, she's on the VH1 show called The Gossip Game. Bring us up to date.
And she is the best. She is my favorite. I'm sorry. Kim, you're second. Kim is second, but Viv is my fave.
Vivian Billings.
Boom.
Yeah. So how's everything on VH1?
I mean, the season's wrapped. We wrapped 2 weeks ago. There's not going to be a reunion. Hopefully a season 2 we'll find out in July. Mm-hmm.
Nice. In case you didn't know, it was 7 ladies in the media industry that...
I would be questioning if it was actually 7 ladies. I think like 5 women and 2 poodles.
Ooh. As you can see, the tension really kind of built up in the show. So if you haven't had a chance to look at any of the programs, you can go to VH1.
And you know what? I can co-sign that the personalities, the ones that I know of, were real.
Hello.
So, shout outs to Quay, can confirm that poodle people were poodle people and women were women.
Wow. So now back to Miss Indy Smith.
Yes.
In 60 seconds. So you finished, because, I'm telling you, this is the most quiet. You could go back and look at any show that we've had. Indy is calm and collect. Right, exactly, Vito. I've never seen this woman this quiet as long as I've been working with her. So obviously your session must have did a great thing, or your presence.
I'm completely honored by the outfit that she's wearing tonight.
Oh, so are we. So are we.
Yes.
This
no. Actually, award for Viv.
She never
Shout out
wears
to Sierra. No.
Ladies love me. Let me
first of all, let me just break it all down.
Please
Shout
do.
outs to Sierra, who's like frolicking in Paris right now.
Nice.
But we took pictures a couple of weeks ago. I took a picture in a dress. I don't wear dresses. And she taught me how to like pose and shit.
Suited and booted.
All that shit. I can't do that. That's not me. I don't do booty shots. Yeah, and it hurt. It hurt. So we took a picture and I posted it and I got mad hits. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you know what? Since I'm not naked, I'm not one of them Instagram people that the booty shots and all that stuff.
Either. You just saw my little side.
Exactly.
You saw my little side, what you working with?
I'm too old for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. I'm too old for that.
Women, fellas, don't.
She talk about 400 likes because she got like 8 million followers.
Right. Exactly.
It's like, I just post a little half booty and I got 400 likes. Like, all right.
You even got to be like, video vixen.
You just gotta. But see, that's classy.
I mean, I think the thing is for men too. We're so at this point we've seen women showing every and anything. When you see just a little bit,
right?
It makes you even more interested.
Right.
So you're like, I want to know the rest. I want to know the rest of the story or something.
Less is best. So that's my first little picture, and now I'm like hooked on it. So now I'm gonna try like every Thursday, every Thursday, I'm gonna like, and just show a little side or whatever. So I wore this dress because we're taking a picture with it.
No story. You're still going off on a random tangent. Go ahead.
Asked about my dress.
Yes.
Y'all want to know about my
I just said I liked your dress.
They're men, so you got to keep it short and sweet.
So ask me. I tell you what.
Oh no, I just saw the clock. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing else.
Then y'all will ask me questions and I will tell. So what do you want to know?
No, come on, we finished with the toot and boo. I was into your story.
So
I don't know what they. I
know because you like my dress, but they don't care. So what do you want to know?
I love
about
your
my
dress.
Massage?
Let's talk about
take it any other way.
It was very pretty.
What about my massage, Lenny? Just what do you want to know?
No, I don't want to know details on it. Like
yes, you do. You do want to know.
You do.
Viv, that's not nice. You got
Viv.
Go ahead, Viv.
What did you feel, girl? What did you feel?
Whenever.
The whole thing. Let's go.
You
ain't got to give me the Cliff Note version.
At first, I felt anxious, and I felt like this is
the worst thing in the world.
No, I'm no. At first,
you're so negative.
Before he got
yes, continue.
So at first, I felt anxious. I felt like, okay, this person's coming over, but it's cool because Nance hooked me up. She wouldn't like bring make me have a strange, weird dude in my house. And then when he got there, all alone, right? So then when he got there, I saw the glasses and I was like, God damn.
What was the glasses?
That is the sexiest shit ever. A man with glasses
brings out the studious part of him.
Smart, right?
Ooh, no, it's that whole.
Wait, no, I'm not smart.
Oh, I don't know. No. I'm not thinking studious. I'm thinking there are two of you. I'm thinking look, this is my fantasy.
Okay. Go ahead,
right.
Tell him.
There are two of you. So there's Clark Kent.
Yep.
And then there's Superman,
Uh-huh.
right? And like so the Superman. So this is my thing. So Superman belongs to the world, but Clark is mine. Okay? And Clark knows he's mine. He tells everybody else that he's mine. Wow. And so like that's.
We got a therapist for her. We have a therapist for her.
No, this is fine. She good right now.
I'm healthy. I know
Tell
what's
him.
going on. So anyway, so
did he have kryptonite?
Oh.
I don't got. There ain't no kryptonite for me.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'd have to do a job to know if there's. But anyway, so he comes in and I'm like, okay, cool. But then
he's not even rubbing her yet.
No.
Oh man.
Shut it up. Shut up. So he comes in or whatever, and at some point he takes over. Like, and I saw
a man
the switch.
should.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. And as someone, if I was dating him,
you already thinking about dating?
No. Oh my God. We're never gonna get through this story because they're gonna keep talking.
Come on.
All right,
you got 4 minutes.
Okay. So as a woman, if I was dating him, that would be innate in me. It would be like I wouldn't even think about it. It would transition well. But being that I'm not, it didn't. And for me, it was like, okay, I gotta bring some intimacy up in here for me to get through this. Like, yes, and intimacy for me is conversation. I need to know who you are and why you are who you are before I even remotely think of you sexually. Like, you can look good, but we have to have a conversation. We have to talk. I have to understand. I just do, because I wasn't taking him seriously, and I felt like that's not fair for his time. No, it was because
brighter than me. I don't want to hear a word from you.
No, it was honestly, it was because I'm not turned. I didn't call him for his services. I didn't put myself out there. I don't need him for that. So I wasn't in a mindset, and he was introduced by my friend, my close friend.
It was a gift.
So no, it wasn't a gift. It was an introduction. He offered the gift, but I'm still not feeling him like that because I don't know him like that. you know? So I had to transition. So we started talking, and the conversation just turned me on. Then the chocolate came out. Oh. He rubbed me with the chocolate and the no. You rubbed me. You gave me the massage.
So y'all was supposed to have ham and cheese sandwiches and then he took over the massage.
Hey, I don't eat swine, but yeah.
Whatever.
I got you.
Whatever. So honestly, if I had called him and he was giving me my fantasy, then he's my husband coming home. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cooking. I'm doing like
now. You mind if I interject real quick? Yeah, I think the important thing, just how she said, if I'm giving her fantasy, one of the things, right. Now I want to say this, is Nancy came to one of our parties that we were actually doing that was a fundraiser for a women's shelter in Harlem. The party was in Brooklyn for a women's shelter, and we work with people across the board. Some people we work with have had experiences sexually that have turned them off from sex altogether, you know, and then we work with people on the other side of the board who are just completely open about who they are and what they're into. Now, being that I was going to be on this show, Jasmine and I were like, well, you can't have me on the show without somebody experiencing what we do.
Oh, shoot.
You know,
about to demonstrate.
No, she was there for the demonstration. So being that I love it. No, but being that was the situation, you know, I sent her over Indy over the menu, but like she's made sure to state, I see a lot of who she is as a person. She's definitely a woman who is in control, who handles herself, takes care of herself. So she's made it a point, even from jump, I don't need what you do. You know, but in my opinion, you know, everybody can use what we do, whether just the sensuality. And from what she just said now, where she was talking about our conversation, if we had spoken a little bit more in depth, and she was like, my fantasy is my husband coming home, us having this conversation, then we set it up completely as such. You know,
if I said my fantasy was I want to come home to a home cooked meal and my kids are asleep. I
actually do something called sensual cuisine. Oh, okay. I am a cook very well.
Oh, right, my
he
man.
was supposed to cook, but I had to go to the bowling party.
Oh,
that's right.
I want to send a serious shout out to all the Zetas out there who actually I cooked for a group of Zetas. I made shrimp scampi with angel hair pasta and asparagus with a wine sauce. I really do cook. It's not like just some random, you know, I'm not throwing Eggos. Right. You know, it's not ramen noodles and tuna fish. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, one of the things about what we do at Jet Set and Jasmine is making sure that what it is you want. This, like, for example, how Indy said, some people aren't into the stripper aspect. Some people are completely into the stripper aspect. So we work with people on what it is that turns you on. That's what's important. So when we work with a couple, if the man is like, you know, I like the basic stuff, but the woman is like, I like the raunchy stuff. Well, how can we make sure that y'all meet in the middle so everybody is happy and everybody is pleased? You know, that's what we work with, because in life, you know, life isn't boxes. In life, no one fits into any box. As much as people try to fit everybody into a box, it's not like that. So how do we make sure that things mesh and people can come together and everybody can be happy, you know?
Well, I think you're off to a great start, and obviously it's been very successful for you. If I was thinking a little early, we should have had Jasmine on the line tonight.
Oh,
Jasmine is at home listening. Please make sure that you check us out. www.jetsettingjasmine.com. You know, you can find her at jetsettingjasmine on Instagram, and we post pictures, you know, from the parties, from the boot camps we do. And, you know, honestly, I started off in this business not really understanding the power of what could be done. And from working with Jazz, you know, I've seen people reach higher levels of happiness in their life. And I understand that there's a power in sexuality. Sure. You know, not that you're supposed to be out there doing anything with everybody, but it's just about knowing who you are and who you are as a sexual being and recognizing that within yourself. And, I think what we do is therapeutic. Like, I know Viv in the beginning was laughing at the therapist aspect, but it is therapeutic to be receptive to loving yourself, loving your partner, and being open with your partner.
Loving yourself is very important.
She looked like she got strong fingers when she said that.
Yes, it did seem like that, exactly. Hey, look, you know what? As much as I enjoyed this conversation tonight, and thank you very much, both. Thank you
for having me.
By. I really appreciate this. We're definitely going to have to do some business with this.
We're going to do a part. Oh,
business with this.
I think we need to do a party. Jasmine could come through, set the pole up.
Yes, I want to learn.
That is recorded on video, on radio.
Yes,
Viv is ready. So
but we need to set. We'll set it up.
We should set something up.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Once again, I thank you guys for being a part of this tonight. Reality of Love.
Yes.
And this has been fun. Fun. Vivian Billings, Gossip Viv from the VH1 show with the Gossip Game, King Noir.
King Noir, yo. Make sure that you check me out on jetsetandjasmine.com and on Instagram, TheKingNoire, and also on Twitter, King Noir. So
I guess your calendar is filled in the summertime, huh?
We actually have a whole bunch of stuff coming up. We're gonna be down in Florida in July. Like I said, we've spanned the country with what we do, and we hope to get out to every single listener out there to have a good time. That's what it's all about. So hit us up and book your fantasy flight today.
That's a nice way to end it. Anything closing you'd like to say, Miss Viv?
Just follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Gossip Viv.
Follow all of us. I'm at Lenny Green.
It's
Indy Online. Our producer, Global Vito, is Global Vito. HH for Heavy Hitter. Thank you once again for joining us. Thank you guys for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Next Thursday night, we'll do it all over again. But it was fun tonight. That's for sure.
Yes.
It was fun.
Get your balls if you don't have any, ladies.
Yes, ladies, get your balls.
Get your balls.
And squeeze.